Hey Just Fam, it's your girl Mwii and I am back with another video for you guys. So I had a bunch of Instagram questions. Actually, before I even get into that, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Mwii Smith channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button below. Really trying to grow the Just Fam over here, be a part of the Just Fam. Be sure to share this channel with your friends, share this video with your friends, and be sure to stay tuned for more, as this is a part of a new series called Getting Your Ish Together with Mwii, and I'm going to be talking about various topics. If there's anything that you want me to discuss, be sure to comment down below, and without further ado, let's continue to this video. Okay, so I asked a bunch of questions on Instagram and I got a bunch of responses, which I'm really grateful for. If you did take the time to respond to my Instagram and not just view it and not respond, but still view it and like give me so many views and get my hype up and say, oh, 100 people viewed, okay, I must have 100 responses, and then it's like 2 responses. Why do you guys do this? Childish, like childish. Anyway, so this video is, as you can see from the title below, how checking yourself. How do you make sure like you're actually doing the right thing? How do you make sure you're actually doing what you need to be doing? Like, how do you make sure, okay, am I actually the person that I say I am? Like, how do you check yourself? Especially, we do make mistakes. We're human. There are times where we fumble. There are times where it's like, you know what, just own up, I made a mistake. You know what, I made the wrong, I apologize. You know what, I'm not even gonna argue. It is what it is. Or are you someone who just is so oblivious to your ish and you really don't care? This is for you if you don't care, and this is for you too if you are getting your ish together, because it's a lifetime process. Like, it's never gonna stop. You're always gonna have to get something together in your life. There's always gonna be a moment. It is just the sad truth I have come to realize in the 23 years of my life. So let's get through it. Okay, so sometimes our gut checks on ourselves. So like, sometimes you have that intuition feeling. It's like when you're about to do something that's probably something that you shouldn't do, and you just have that gut feeling like, I shouldn't do this, like I probably shouldn't do this, like I'm probably gonna regret this, and like your stomach starts rumbling and it's like, I really shouldn't do this, and it's like you follow your gut and you just decide, you know what, I'm not gonna do it, never mind, I'll hold off right now and I'll do it later, and you end up feeling instantly better as soon as you walk away from whatever you're about to do. That's your gut telling you, like, checking on yourself. Like, that's your gut checking on you, like telling you to switch up, telling you to straighten up. Not everyone gets it as extreme like that, but it is something that happens to people. That's why I had to throw it out there and just start off with that, because it is something that definitely happens. There have been moments where I have had gut feelings that something might go wrong, and the thing did go wrong. Not that I predicted it, but it's like, it's just, I just had the gut feeling and went with my gut, and there you go. There are other versions of what could be a gut feeling. It could be, for some people, God speaking to them. For others, it could be a voice in their head being like, it could be their own voice. It could be a voice of someone who inspires them. For me, I hear a lot of voices in my head. I'm not saying that I'm cuckoo. I mean, sometimes I think I am, but it is what it is. But depending on what the situation is and like whatever I'm doing, so like if I'm getting a workout, I kind of still hear my high school basketball coach like really being on my ass, like being like, oh, do the drills and all that stuff. Like when I'm doing certain workouts, I kind of picture his voice like while I'm counting the reps. So that's like one aspect. Or like if I'm doing if I'm cleaning, I always hear my mom in my head. Like if I'm in the mood for cleaning, or like I need to clean something, I kind of hear my mom in my head. Like if my room is in a certain mess, I kind of hear my mom like, your room is gross, clean this up. Like, Nakashi, like you need to be getting up in the morning and like cleaning and all that stuff. That should be the first thing on your mind, whatever. So it's like voices in your head is a thing. Just figure out what voice is it, because sometimes the voice in your head is not really always the best voice to listen to. But another thing that could be something that checks on us, that could be in the physical form, could either be your life partner, could be a sibling, could be a parent, could be a friend. And this could be someone, not someone who like necessarily nags you and is like always on your ass, but there's always that someone who's kind of always on your ass about certain things in your life. So like you could have, let's say, a partner who's the example literally just left my head. So embarrassing. Well, let me have a drink. You could have a partner who's on you about, let's say you told them how you wanted to read 30 books during this indoor period, because we're not really going to address what it's all called and we're not bringing that onto the channel. But yeah, during this period you want to read 30 books. Cool. And let's say first 2 days you went good, you went ham, you read 4 books in the first 2 days, like you went ham. Okay, cool. Day 3 you read like 2 chapters of your new 5th book, and after that it's just been those 2 chapters and like the book is collecting dust. And then all of a sudden like your baby's like, oh, so what's going on in the book? And it's like, oh, actually I'm actually watching a show now. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get back to it after the show. It's like, okay, cool. And all of a sudden they come back and you've started a whole new show that is a whole other 22 seasons, 1 hour episodes, 22 episodes per season. And it's like, are you ever gonna read your book? So sometimes you have that person, or even be it a sibling. Let's say you guys were supposed to do a project together, like an assignment that your parents told you to do, and all of a sudden like one sibling is doing more than the other. And they'll definitely be, especially if you have siblings, you know they will be on your case. Like, you know, they'll be on your back, they'll be on your ass, they'll be everywhere, they'll be hamming on you, letting you know you need to get your ish together for whatever it is you need to do. So that's definitely something that, some ways and some people that get you to check on yourself. And another big thing to check on yourself is yourself. Sometimes I am one person, I definitely talk to myself and have conversations, especially when I have little mistakes, like little mistakes that really shouldn't have happened, like if it's dropping something or like messing up something, especially with my makeup and stuff. I make a ton of mistakes when it comes to my makeup, so, and that frustrates me. I really don't like it. So I would definitely, like, if I kind of like stab myself with my mascara, or like put the eyeshadow on a different spot than I was supposed to intend to put it, I'll definitely like pause and be like, wait, did I really? If I have certain clips, I might insert them in the video. But yeah, I definitely check myself and talk to myself a lot of the time. Sometimes I'm caught by other people overhearing me like being mad at myself, and they kind of look at me as if I'm crazy, but it's life. You definitely need to check on yourself. Checking on yourself is something that I truly believe in. So let's go into the responses that you guys gave to how you check on yourselves. So a really nice one that I got was therapy, and what they said was, therapy, it's a good place to reflect on yourself and others. Therapy is something that I actually, Snapchat memory showed me a memory from 3 years ago. 3 years ago around this time, I was kind of in a weirdish place, and I was talking about how I wanted to start therapy. I still haven't started therapy, and like, even, I mean, I did join a little therapy app after I had my whole incident, but even then, even with after that, I still haven't actually had a conversation with a real therapist, and I really should. telling you, tomorrow I'm actually gonna look into it. My job has blessed me with free health insurance for the rest of the year, free access to health insurance for the rest of the year. So let me get into that tomorrow. But therapy is definitely a beautiful thing. I definitely see the beauty in therapy. Having being a psychology bachelor degree holder or whatever, I did take some pre-courses to the importance of therapy and like the different styles of therapy. So I definitely see the importance of it, and I definitely know that I need to get on my ass and get on to therapy. That's definitely something I need to do, getting my shit together. Like, thanks, girl. I definitely will do that. Another one was setting aside 30 seconds to a minute for quiet time, check in with myself emotionally, which is really, really good. Like, just to really, like, especially like after certain events have happened, like if a dramatic event has happened, or like if there's been certain stillness for a certain period, or if I'm just done like watching a show or like filming or like taking pictures or going for a walk or something. Doing this would actually be a really, really good practice to really just check in with yourself and just find out, okay, how am I actually feeling right now? Like, what am I doing in this moment? What's something I enjoy in this? What did I enjoy in the last few minutes? Blah, 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 blah. That's a good practice that I think I will definitely start tomorrow and see how it goes and how I feel. And if I continue and see the flourishment, then we'll do a whole new video on that. But that's a really, really nice suggestion. Another one I got was always complaining about the same things and getting the same results, and then I need to check myself. That's a good way to actually find out and see indicators of like how, like, to figure out certain ways and like how certain things are not going on. So it's like, if you notice that there's one thing, so like let's say you're complaining about your weight. So you're complaining about your weight, but let's say, so you're complaining about losing weight. Okay. So you're complaining about how you're big, how you want to lose weight, how you want to lose weight, but you haven't really changed your water intake. You haven't really changed your portioning. You haven't really changed, made essential changes to your diet. Like, you don't really need to make the most dramatic changes, just essential changes. And you haven't really put in the time to exercise. Honey, nothing is gonna change, and you're just gonna keep on complaining and seeing and like scrolling and seeing all these people who are working out and actually putting in the time, and then you're just gonna be there, oh no, but this and this and this, and like then you start throwing off other things that really are not associated with what the problem is, when the real problem is you're just lazy on your ass and don't want to get up and actually put in the work. Because you've talked to 5 different trainers and bought 10 different workout programs, but you're still the same size as 6 years ago. No. Get up off your ass and do something. I put in the work while I was complaining. That's why I was complaining, because I was putting in the work and still not seeing results, and then all of a sudden, bam, it just happened like a dream. It literally just happened like a dream, because I didn't even notice that I was actually losing weight. Like, I actually changed my focus, because I was focusing on other things, but I was still doing my regular stuff. But yo, if you're getting the same results and complaining about the same things, you really, really, really need to do the checking on yourself and actually evaluate, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what am I doing that is really, like, what am I doing? If you actually figure out and see what you're actually doing, and then what could I be doing that will help the situation, you know? Or what could I delete that could help the situation? That's really all you need. That I wanted to really point out is, it really depends on you to change. No one, nothing, nobody, nothing will change you. Like, nothing. Like, nothing. If you're not willing to actually see that there needs to be a change in certain aspects or areas of your life, you're going to be stuck. And sometimes you actually just have to swallow your pride, because sometimes we have pride connected to needs and feelings that really shouldn't be connected to pride in the first place, and it ends up being detrimental and toxic most cases to most people. But I told you guys how you can work on yourselves. Just check on yourselves, follow the things that I told you, because there are things that I definitely do for myself, and I'm gonna start doing for myself as well in certain areas. But while we're during this time of being indoors, actually taking the time to really face ourselves and work on ourselves and actually get our shit together and discover new things about ourselves is something that's so important. Because one thing I learned today from my amazing work meeting was the mind is created to create. It's really not created to get information. The mind is created to create. And a lot of people are stuck in the getting information zone, and a lot of people actually need to get out and get in the more creative zone. So I really encourage you guys, start a project, one project this week. Like, be it you're gonna redesign your room, or you're gonna clean out your closet from like winter to spring and summer, or you're gonna reorganize, you're gonna draw something, you're gonna paint something, you're gonna write a letter to someone, you're gonna try a new facial, a new DIY facial, you're gonna sanitize. Just one project, and comment down below what it's gonna be, and just really focus on that project and really work on it, and like let me know when it's done. You can either, yeah, I will put my Twitter handle, so when it's done, post your picture on Twitter and then tag me on Twitter, and I'll put a hashtag checking on yourself project. Yeah, tag me on Twitter, tag like at me, and also use the hashtag checking on yourself project of what you did this week. And I will see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share this with all your friends, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, this fam.